Dear students, myself Telmate Archana, Department of Pharmacognosy, Danan College of Pharmacy, Latur. Today, in this video, I am going to discuss the topic standardization and quality evaluation of herbal drugs. This topic is from Unit 4 of Herbal Drug Technology. So let us start with the concept of herbal drug and herbal preparation. So first of all, what is the meaning of herbs? Herbs are nothing but the crude plant material, any part of plant simply, such as leaves, flowers, fruit, seeds, stem, wood, bark, roots, rhizomes, stolons, or any other part of plants. That part of plant may be in the form of entire, fragmented, or in the form of powder. Second one is herbal drugs or herbal formulations. These herbal formulations are the finished label products that contain active ingredient such as aerial or underground parts of plant or any other plant material or the combination of the part of plant, whether in the crude state, in their original state, or as plant preparation. Herbal drugs are nothing but the phytomedicines obtained from plants, phytopharmaceuticals sold as OTC products or the counter products in modern dosage forms such as tablets, capsules, liquids, elixir, mixture, etc. for oral use. Dietary supplements. These dietary supplements also contain the herbal products. It is also called as nutraceuticals. Nutraceuticals are nothing but food or a part of food or a nutrient which in addition to its nutrient value, it provides health benefits including promotion of health and prevention of diseases. These nutraceuticals are available in the market in modern dosage form. So, the herbal medicines consisting of either crude, semi-processed or processed medicinal plants. This is the India's strength in herbal technology. There were 10,000 plant species are recorded for their different activities. Out of this 10,000, 8,000 plants are medicinal and 2,000 plants are aromatic. And this is the distribution of the plant which contain different phytoconstituents. These plant species are used by the Indian system of medicine like Ayurveda, Unani, Siddha or homeopathy, and all these plant species are used by tribal community people. There are some guidelines for quality control of herbal formulations. First, quality control of crude drug material, plant preparations and finished products. Second one is stability assessment and shelf-life. Third one is safety assessment, documentation of safety based on experience or toxicological studies. And fourth one is assessment of safety by pharmacological informations and biological activity evaluation. So first of all, what is the meaning of standardization? Standardization is simply nothing but assessment or evaluation. So, standardization, assessment or evaluation of drug means confirmation of its identity and determination of its quality and purity and detection of nature of adulterant by various parameters like morphological, microscopical, physical, chemical and biological observations. So this standardization is nothing but the confirmation of its identity, quality and purity. So next one is, what is the need of this standardization? Why this is necessary? This standardization is necessary because of following reasons or because of three reasons. First reason is there is a biochemical variation in the drug. Second reason is degradation of the drug due to the improper processing or storage. Third one is adulteration and substitution. So, look at the picture, look at the slide. In this slide, there are 5 different methods of quality evaluation of herbal drugs. First is organoleptic evaluation, second is botanical evaluation, third is physical evaluation, fourth is chemical evaluation, and fifth is biological evaluation. So, in this case, first that is the organoleptic evaluation. Organoleptic evaluation, near about 50% of these parameters of herbal drug evaluation are to be performed in our daily practicals. Organoleptic evaluation means what? Morphological evaluation. Morphological characteristic means which includes the color, odor, taste, texture, factor, size and shape of the given herbal drug sample. For example, amla fruits. So amla fruits, in order to evaluate its organoleptic character, color, its color is yellowish green. Taste is sour and astringent. Shape of the fruit is globular fruit. These are some morphological characteristics, and that is also called as macroscopic study. Simply, the visual inspection provides the simplest and quickest means by which to establish identity, purity and quality. Macroscopic identity of medicinal plant material is based on its morphological character like shape, size, color, surface characteristic, texture, fracture, characteristic and appearance of the cut surface. Second parameter, microscopic study. This belongs to the category botanical evaluation. In this microscopic study, detail cell structure and arrangement of the cell useful for differentiating similar species. For this microscopic study, we have to select a representative sample of the material. If it is dried part of a plant, then it may require to soften before the preparation for microscopy, preferably by being placed in moist atmosphere or by soaking in water as per the necessity. Any water-soluble content can be removed from that cell by soaking in water. For example, starch grains can be gelatinized by heating in water. In this microscopic study, there are two types, qualitative and quantitative. In case of qualitative, we have to done the stomatal number, transverse section, longitudinal section, powder microscopy, leaf constant and trichomes. In case of quantitative microscopy, we have to evaluate the measurement of number of fibers, measurement of length of that fibers and starch grains, measurement of starch grains by Lycopodium spore method. In case of qualitative microscopy, we are going to evaluate the presence of starch grain, alluvial grains, fats, fatty oils, volatile oil and resins, different type of crystals present in that sample, whether the cell wall are lignified or unlignified, cellulose cell wall, presence of mucilage or presence of tannins. In case of measurement or quantitative microscopy, we are going to evaluate the Lycopodium spore method in case of starch grains. Stomatal number is nothing but the average number of stomatal cells per square millimeter of the epidermis, whereas stomatal index is the percentage number of stomata formed by the total number of epidermal cells including the stoma being counted as one cell. Palisade ratio, it is the average number of palisade cells beneath each epidermal cell. Vena islet number, it is the number of vena islets per square millimeter area of the leaf calculated from the central part of lamina between the midrib and the margin. This is related to the microscopic study. Third method of evaluation, that is the physical evaluation. In this physical evaluation, there is a parameter foreign organic matter or determination of foreign organic matter, determination of ash value. In case of ash value, there are three types of ash: total ash, acid insoluble ash and water soluble ash. And third is determination of extractive values. Also LOD, loss on drying. So first is foreign organic matter. Parts of medicinal plant material or materials other than those named with the limits specified for the plant material concerned, any organism, part or product of an organism other than those that named in the specification and description of the plant material concerned, mineral admixture that is adhering to the medicinal plant material such as soil, stone, sand and dust. So this foreign organic matter should not be more than 2% weight by weight. Ash value, it is nothing but the total ash is designed to measure the amount of inorganic impurities present in the crude drugs. Drug material is subjected to incineration at a temperature of about 500 to 600 degrees Celsius to remove all the carbons. High ash value is the indicative of contamination, substitution, adulteration, carelessness in preparing the crude drugs. For the determination of ash value, there is a time or temperature range as per the IP, USP, BP and World Health Organization. Total ash is nothing but the total amount of material produced after complete incineration of the drug material as at low temperature as possible, about 450 degrees Celsius to remove all the carbons. Acid insoluble ash is the residue obtained after extracting the total ash with hydrochloric acid. It gives idea about the earthy matter. Water soluble ash, total ash content which is soluble in water. It's good indicator of presence of previous extraction of water soluble salts in the drug or incorrect preparation or amount of inorganic matter. Next is extractive values. It gives an idea about the amount of chemical constituents present in the drug. When extracted with specific solvent, there are following methods for the determination of extractive values: cold method, hot method and Soxhlet method. In order to determine the extractive values, we have to use this water soluble extractive, alcohol soluble extractive and volatile ether soluble extractive as well as non-volatile ether soluble extractive. Second parameter is the total solid content. The residue obtained when prescribed amount of preparation is dried to constant weight under the specified condition. This is the total solid content. Next one is chromatography of herbal drugs. This chromatography of herbal drugs belongs to the chemical method of evaluation. There are different chromatographic techniques: TLC, HPTLC, HPLC and GLC, HPLC. These are the different chromatographic techniques which are used for the evaluation of herbal drugs. This is some analytical specification of syrup, that is oral liquid present in the market. Here is also example of Aristan Ashwa, a fermented liquid which is evaluated for this parameter: alcohol content, total acidity, non-reducing sugar and reducing sugar as per the specification. Analytical specification of Churna. These are some Ayurvedic formulations which are subjected for loss of drying. Particle size and other specifications are same as that of the Vati and Gutica. These are the references, and thank you.